Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel God Will Do It For You. My name is Steven and I hope everyone's having a great day so far and had a great weekend. And what we're going to be talking about today is believing in yourself. Something about having a strong belief in yourself and then apply that with having faith with God not only creates a powerful combination of confidence, but it's not coming from a sense of pride. It's coming more from a sense of just understanding what you are capable of doing and just bringing it out to the open so that way people can witness it. And that's exactly what happened when we think about the story of David versus Goliath and how David believed that he could be victorious because he understood who he was under. And so him knowing that he had God, and he said, the Lord your God, backing him up, it gave him the confidence to go up to Goliath saying, you know what, who do you think you are? Not understanding who I represent. Out here, he's going to have my back and have me victorious. And not only is he going to have me victorious, I'm going to cut your head off with the very sword that you're threatening to kill me with. And he did so. It's the same thing when David, when he was older and the Philistines came and raided the camp. He had to encourage himself. He had to believe in himself. And he was like, you know what? We can go back there and get our wives and get our things back. And actually encouraged everybody else that was thinking about stoning him to get the courage back up, muster in themselves, and go forth. And what I've learned is that after this past weekend with the event that I had to do, all great leaders have to know how to handle situations themselves before they can start trying to lead other people to do the same thing. And with the event, it was funny how everything started happening. I had help, and then the day of course, the help was like they can't do it due to a personal issue. So I was like, all right, fine, and which kind of pushed me behind a little bit because I thought I was gonna have a little more help preparing. Which, okay, fine. So we got there an hour late. And it was only a 2-hour event. And so I've made 100 samples now. And I had business cards and we had the candy. We got the table and all that. So we were ready to go. Even carved a little pumpkin or whatever. But the moment I got out there, I didn't see any of the people that invited me to the event. I didn't have the person that was supposed to be with me. It was just me and my son. And when I walked out there, because I didn't know what to do, I was like, I read the flyer again and it was saying, hey, just find a spot and give out candy and whatever you want to do. And so that's what we did. We found a spot. It was next to a restaurant that had a little table, and they were just giving out candy. And I was walking back to the car, and I started getting nervous. And I started second-guessing myself, like, you know what? I don't know, man. Maybe we're too late. Maybe this and that, the little jitters. And then it was funny because my son encouraged me. He said, well, how about we just go out there and give out the candy and the food like we planned to do, and God will bring the customers. And it blessed me to know that, thankfully, the teaching that I'm teaching my son about God, he just reminds me quickly, like, hey, we got God, so let's just go out there and do what we came to do. And I just kind of reiterated, I was like, so you think we should just go ahead and do it? And my son was like, yep. And mind you, he's 11. So I was like, all right. That then gave me the courage to go ahead and get out there. And we gave out 98 out of 100 samples. Gave out 98. So lots of business cards got to go out. And only reason we didn't get rid of all of them was because we just ran out of time. But otherwise, it went well. It went exactly what I wanted to happen, just to give out the business cards, let people see my face. And that way I can continue to focus on the branding. The website's done. It's very user-friendly. Everybody that's tried it, they said it's very simple to use and all that you would expect. They just wanted to work and be able to do what they need to do on it. And that's the way I made it. And so it went really well. And I remember I had a friend tell me that she was like, pray to God and ask him what is it that he wants you to get out of this. And the clarity came immediately after the event was done. It was, one, don't depend on people. Make sure that you have things set up in a way that just in case someone falls through, you are able to still be successful without them. 2, believe in yourself. And 3, understand that God will have you. You're not there alone. And God will have your back, because trust me, plenty of prospects came. I just did what I normally do. Hey, you want some free food? I was like, your kids are getting free candy. Do you want some free food? And they're like, well, what you got? And that's just how you reel them in. And so it was just a good learning lesson. And then I think the next day I had a couple of website visitors, and then from the actual advertisement, and then also one customer that's showing interest. So again, I'm just going to allow God to do everything that he does. But if I didn't go out there and just believe in myself and give my personality and follow through and do the things that I know to do, you could lose out on a potential, as they say, plug. You can lose out on a potential person that is going to bring you a lot of customers, or whatever the case may be, or just business. So, and then also this person actually asked a question that is going to further push me to develop the website even more. And so again, I'm just learning the process of what God is doing and how he builds us up, and how he doesn't just throw us into something, because again, what if it takes off and you're not prepared for a taking off type of business? Then you're going to run into some problems. So you got to make sure that you understand the process that God has you going through, but also make sure you're paying very close attention to exactly what you are learning in that moment. Because I promise you, anything that God allows to happen to us is a teaching and learning moment for us that will further develop us into even stronger human beings. And that is the glory of God, is that he knows how to do it in a way that only he can. I truly believe that he purposely made sure that that person couldn't come, and that he's like, no, you're going to go out there and do this, so that way you understand what you're dealing with and what you're trying to achieve. And I did. So that's why this video is believe in yourself, because there's a lot of times we second guess ourselves out of potential opportunities to build some forward movement and some momentum towards our goals. We could be our worst enemy, and it usually comes from within, in your mind, when you know what you're capable of doing. So I hope this video has been a blessing. If you feel led to like, share, subscribe, definitely do so. Like I said, believe in yourself. Don't worry about what's going on out in the world. God's going to handle all of that. Even with the election, just vote, with God in mind in your choice, and just live with your decision and keep it moving. But otherwise, I truly believe as long as we serve the Lord, we're going to be all right no matter what's going on out here. And we have to now more than ever to be working relentlessly towards our goals, because things are changing out here, and you would hate to have sat on a skill or a talent that you could have pushed further, and it could have truly protected you and also gave you a very stable lifestyle. So just definitely don't undervalue anything that you do. Definitely capitalize on it, because otherwise the next person behind you is going to recognize it and they're going to capitalize on it. And it's not that what's for you isn't going to be for you. It's just more so you may delay it. And why delay what's already yours? And you can have it sooner if you just pay attention, So definitely take advantage of these times. Do the best you can. Until next time.